Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala syarafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, we are ever grateful and thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that give us this opportunity to reach out and serve the Ummah in a way of recording our videos through Khalifa Education Foundation and Islamic Psychology Center. We are providing free life coach training program to all people, Muslim and non-Muslims also. You are interested in Islamic psychology, practicing psychologists, you are welcome to take our certification program also. We are open to all humanity. Alright, and our module, we have basic first module, motivation module, 135 videos, coaching module, then mentoring module. Now we are going to the counseling module where we have more than 120 videos. You can choose from any of these modules, just 30 videos only, each about 10 to 15 minutes, do a PowerPoint presentation, and then do a practicum. You go to our website, islamicspsychology.net, and you can then get certified, register and get certified as a life coach to improve your CV as well as to serve the community in terms of volunteerism, the mosques, NGO, universities, and so on. Alright, so I've given you the list of counseling module. So we start, if you go to Islamic Psychology PIP in YouTube, remember Islamic Psychology PIP YouTube, you start at video number 33. This is the beginning of the counseling module. Alright, we have recorded previously 120 videos, and I have given you from video number 33. I have explained previously. I'll scroll very fast. Video 33 to 37, I've given you the detail. Alright, so the last that we finished is video number 62. Alright, so what is important is that when we understand video 57, 3 levels of self, coherence, synergy and integration, then we go into consciousness, the nature of consciousness from Islamic perspective, and then Islamic psychology principle, framework for protocols. What are the protocols in PI-CBT? Because we hope from these 120 videos, we'll rearrange again, because some of them, the flow is a bit not in line, but we will, inshallah, develop a textbook, PI-CBT. It is under Positive Islamic Psychology series, book number 2 or number 3, that is Positive Islamic Cognitive Behavior Therapy, that we will then put as e-book and promote it to the world again, as well as we have the text copy. Like this, we have this text copy, hard copy of Positive Islamic Psychology, a transcendent model to achieve peace, happiness and success in the 21st century. We have uploaded the Indonesian version as e-book. Now you can get, and inshallah in a short time we will also, after we do some correction, upload this as an e-book in English, the whole book, 600 plus page, as a gift to humanity. Alright, so when we talk about this concept of Islamic psychology, like it or not, we have to go back to Hujjatul Islam, Al-Imam Ghazali, because his life is so wonderful. Even though he lived a short life up to 54 years, but he has written more than 200 books, some even say 500 books. But from here, you can see the depth of his inspiration from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in which he is able to understand the human psyche well before psychology existed. That means 900 years ago, alright, Imam Ghazali has been able to elucidate the nature of the human psyche, the 4 levels of human existence in terms of our ruh, our qalb, our akal, our jasad and our nafs, and how they are integrated, how they are interchangeable, and he described it in many ways. So I have developed this model based on the input not only from Al-Ghazali, Al-Balsh, Ibn Miskiwah, Ibn al-Qayyim, Ibn Sina, and so on, and we try at our team to develop just a coherent model. So what is important is that we will then be able to differentiate our approach, a holistic integrated approach of PI-CBT, Positive Islamic Cognitive Behavior Therapy vis-a-vis CBT, and all this in Islam. What is important is that we must have an intention principles. Everything in life is governed by intention. What is your intention? So Al-Imam Ghazali put a lot of emphasis on intention. Alright, the concept of motive, intention, will, action and consequences. This is very important because we must do this to get the reda from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not doing this to get some aggrandizement. Oh, you become famous as a famous psychologist or a founder of PICBT. No, it does not make any, it doesn't bring you any good. Maybe you become a famous person, but your intention, motive and will and how you mold it is very important. You go to video number 65, and then I explain the certified coach program and integration so far as our integrated model. So how we integrate our PICBT model. Alright, and then we also explain the biomedical, because at the physical level of our existence we have pharmacological approaches to psychology and psychiatry. So we do not become so dogmatic, say, oh, all this is nonsense. No, we must accept a lot of the research in terms of, for example, neurosciences, pharmacological intervention, drugs and so on, which are useful. We are not saying that that is a perfect option, but there are also some of them that is no better than placebo effect. But in a lot of cases we have to do more research, so we do not discount the biomedical and pharmacological approach. Alright, and then we also try to develop within PICBT attitudinal values, how to transform, alright, then how to become a self-actualized human being as a Khalifa on this earth, how we can then mold our purpose and meaning in life to be self-actualized in whatever things that we do. My hope is, inshallah, as I'm trying to self-actualize myself through this work of positive Islamic psychology, until inshallah the last day of my life, as I finished my sojourn on this earth, as like every one of us. Some of my friends have gone to back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some are on the way, they're sick, they're in coma and so on. So alhamdulillah, Allah has given me a lot of barakah. I'm still able to do something, but as we know, whether you are born to die, but what is your purpose and meaning in terms of how you self-actualize yourself to achieve something greater than yourself? Whatever, it could be a small thing. For me, inshallah, this work of positive Islamic psychology, and as well as the other project that I hope to complete, is the accelerated learning of the Al-Quran Al-Karim, would be something that I would like to pursue until I complete my sojourn on this earth. Alright, then we give you the framework, recap Islamic psychology framework and tools. So we have a lot of PICBT tools. So when we talk about PICBT, it's not just a theoretical concept. There are a lot of tools that we can actually extrapolate from CBT, modify it, and then we can use it. And there's a lot of research. So I'm just taking randomly a little bit of those material. So video number 72. Alright, then we have, for example, video number 73, comparison between bad automatic thoughts, that means automatic thoughts, bad automatic thoughts, and what is Islamic inner speech. How you want to modulate our Islamic inner speech so that you get peace, tranquility, and freedom from psychological stress, anxiety, OCD, and so on. There are approaches in which the spiritual approach integrated with our emotional, mental, and physical approaches. How we modulate this inner speech is very important. Video number 73, 74. What are the influences in terms of inner speech? Alright, remember, inner speech is the equivalent of automatic thoughts, bad automatic thoughts, because we use inner speech as a way of how we are being influenced both from the realm of the physical and the realm of the spiritual, which is very much detailed in our book. Alright, then video number 75 is existential and addiction and how existentialism and addiction cause a negative influence on the inner speech, and how we can transform it to become positive. Video number 76 is understanding the nature of fitrah in transforming negative inner speech. So as I say, we have negative inner speech, we use the fitrah, the God-given goodness that is within every human being, to try to lead a good life in a way with purpose and meaning, in a way of connection to the Creator, and in return having the love and the compassion of Allah, and in return receiving the love and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that will then give us a basis of our inner speech. Then how back CBT, automatic thoughts, depression, schema, and thinking error. These are all CBT material. Video number 78 is inner speech and nature of symbolic language. We must understand what is symbolic language, because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, He gave Prophet Adam, the names of things. What is the name of things? When he was given the nature and the understanding of all things. So when he was told to name all the things, he was given that the angels was told to bow to Adam in respect, because the angels do not have that capacity, the capacity for symbolic language, to be able to communicate using language and to use this as a basis of understanding ourselves and our nature on this earth. Alright, so tool number 7. Tool number 8, changing your language and words. Tool number 9, symbolic language with inner speech and free will from the Quran. Video number 81. Tool number 10 is understanding concept of SEMP integration. Video number 82 is CBT psychotherapy integrating with SEMP. Alright, video number 83 will be the tools will be Islamic approach to mental health. 84, tools number 13, life coach counsel attitudinal values development. Video number 85, self-actualization through conscious awareness. Video 86, concept of CBT and CBT in depressive chain and ABC model, the ABC model. Alright, then toolkits number 1, PICBT on psychotherapy, 5R flow. Toolkit number 2, empathy on quotient, empathy quotient questionnaire, and how we're going to use empathy quotient to develop the understanding. Alright, so basically these are the list of videos. I'm just randomly running through the 120 videos because I want to give you some basic idea of how you can use our videos, the 120 videos on counseling. You select some of them, and from the title you more or less have given you a taste. So hopefully the taste is good, and then you would like to go deeper into it, and when you go into deeper it, inshallah you will find the benefit of whatever little I have to offer to you, and inshallah then you can offer on a grander scale, whether you want to extract some of this material to be for your master's thesis or your PhD thesis or your little booklet or your counseling material for your mosque or whatever, because these are free material that I'm giving to you, inshallah. And hopefully some of you may be able to develop a better model in terms of positive Islamic cognitive behavior therapy, and how we Muslims can then transform social and psychological sciences in the 21st century to become holistic, integrated in a way that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in a way that is so effective that other people from the other religion would see Islam as a model, as a way of life, as a fitrah of goodness, in a way of love and mercy and compassion, always knowing that we are the servant of Allah, His Khalifa on this earth, always striving to make ourselves good, helping others to be good, and making the world good, inshallah.